Imagine you're standing on the shore of a stormy sea. Waves crash against the rocks. The wind pulls at your body, and you know you can't control the weather. You can't command the waves to stop, but you can learn to stand firm. This image opens one of Seneca's letters, and he adds, "What happens is not within our power, but how we accept it, that is." Today's video is about one of the deepest and hardest life skills, accepting what we cannot change, not as resignation, but as a path to freedom. When something painful happens in our life, loss, illness, injustice, unexpected change, our first reaction is resistance. Why me? Why now? Why this way? Our mind rebels against what has already happened, as if we could rewrite the past by simply disagreeing with it. But as Seneca says, fate does not wait for our permission. It comes as it wills. Many people live their lives as a struggle against reality, as if it were an enemy to defeat. But the more you resist reality, the more you suffer, the more it binds you. It's like fighting against a strong current. The more you resist, the more you drown. Imagine a ship that, instead of fighting the wind, sets its sails. It doesn't resist what is. It uses the wind's force to move forward. It cannot control the wind, but it can control its orientation to it. That is the Stoic way. Seneca says, "The wise man is not content to endure what comes. He loves it." That may sound extreme. Love pain, accept injustice, forgive fate. But look at it differently. What if acceptance is not weakness, but the highest form of strength? This idea was central not only to Seneca, but also to Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus. They called it Amor Fati, love of fate. It doesn't mean passivity. It means, yes, whatever life brings me, I accept it as part of my path. Even if it hurts, even if I don't understand it, I trust that it is not against me, but for me. I know a woman who was diagnosed with cancer at the age of 42. Before that, she lived fast, career, stress, constant performance. When the doctors told her, the first weeks were full of anger, resistance, fear. But then, something changed. She started walking alone in the forest, writing in a journal. She called people she hadn't told "I love you" to in years. And instead of asking, "Why me?" she began to live the question, "How can I live what has come?" as truthfully as possible. The illness didn't disappear, but she changed, and she told me something I'll never forget. Acceptance didn't cure me, but it healed me. It's important to understand acceptance is not the same as agreement, nor is it resignation. You don't accept evil because you agree with it. You accept it because it happened. It's here, and your resistance won't change it, except that it will exhaust you. Seneca puts it like this: "He who submits to necessity unwillingly is dragged by fate. He who walks with it voluntarily is guided." Dragged or guided. Same path, different inner posture. So what does acceptance look like? In everyday life, the bus is late? You can get angry, or use the time to breathe consciously. Your partner left, you can chase them in your thoughts. Or honor what was and make space for what's next. You lost your job, you can see it as the end, or as redirection. Every day, we face a choice. Fight what is, or accept it and respond creatively. Next time something difficult happens, try silently asking yourself 3 questions. 1. Is this within my power to change? If yes, act. If not, go to step 2. 2. What inside me is resisting? Ego, expectation, fear, name it. 3. How would I respond to this if I were a wiser version of myself? Not how you want to react, but how you could if you were just a bit calmer and wiser. It's not magic, it's a practice. And like any practice, it grows stronger through repetition. Seneca's life ended tragically, forced to commit suicide by the emperor. But even then, he remained faithful to his teachings. When the order came, he didn't collapse. He didn't beg. He opened his veins with calm, engaged in a philosophical conversation with friends, and accepted death as part of the whole. His death was not a defeat. It was the confirmation of how he had lived. And among his final thoughts was this: no fate will break me if I accept it as a natural part of my being. You might ask, what's the point of all this? Why learn to accept difficult things instead of resisting them? The answer is simple: because resistance makes us unhappy, and acceptance sets us free. And a person who is inwardly free can truly live without bitterness, without fear, without the game of someday. Acceptance doesn't mean you'll like what's happening. It means you won't let it steer your heart. Do you remember the image from the beginning? You're standing on the shore of a stormy sea. The waves are strong, but now you know you're not here to stop them. You're here to find your balance within them. Seneca offers you his hand, not as a prophet without emotion, but as a human who himself went through pain, betrayal, and loss, and who came to understand we don't decide what happens, but we decide who we will be in it. If this video resonated with you, I'd be honored if you gave it a like and subscribed. Maybe you know someone who's going through a hard time. Send them this link, and remember, strength isn't found in control. It's found in acceptance. And from acceptance comes peace, the kind of peace no one can take from you.